Let's continue our Alabama-Missouri preview with Gabe DeArmond of Power Mizzou, going to join us here in just a moment to see maybe how Missouri is planning to offset some of what the Crimson Tide going to bring as they look to become the fifth team in SEC history to win 3 consecutive games against ranked opponents in 3 weeks. Before we do that, Greg, tell our listeners about Bromberg's.
Well, Bromberg's been my go-to for a while, and today's a great day to go in. Go and see them at the store at the Summit, because right now, this is the last day of the David Yurman jewelry cleaning event. Look, they're hosting this cleaning event. It's at the Summit store. You bring your David Yurman jewelry in to be professionally cleaned and polished. It's free to get it professionally cleaned and polished. But while you're there, you can check out the brand new fall and holiday designs. Maybe even find a new piece to add to your collection. So call Bromberg's at the Summit today to reserve your spot.
All right, let's go to the Higginbotham hotline and talk with Gabe DeArmond of Power Mizzou and discuss this Alabama-Missouri game. Gabe, what do you think is the biggest advantage for Missouri and the team that they're going to field under Eli Drinkwitz versus this Alabama football team in Como on Saturday?
I think it's probably the biggest advantage they have against everybody at this point, which is Ahmad Hardy in the running game. I don't know if it's good enough to just line up and run the ball at Alabama and win the game that way. It has been so far, but obviously schedule's been a little bit questionable, to be kind. But, Hardy's best attribute is whenever you think the play's over, all of a sudden he's 2 and 3 yards downfield on every single play. So I think if Missouri can stick with it, Vandy had the 2 big plays and they didn't do a lot the rest of the game, but they also didn't stick with it. So you got to be okay sometimes with 1, 2, 3 yards and just keep leaning on it until you can maybe break something.
Do you think the offensive line, that's the one question. I mean, I think they've looked pretty good, to be honest with you, relatively speaking. I don't know who it's necessarily been against, but that was, I think, if you ask Drink, hey, what's your biggest concern about this year's team? It's probably the offensive line, and I think they've played pretty well. So how would you assess that group so far?
Yeah, it's been good in the run game, although also Ahmad Hardy and Jamal Roberts have made it look better. I mean, Hardy's leading the country in missed tackles forced and yards after contact, so he's doing a decent amount of this on his own. And he was pretty upfront all the way up to the UMass game that, hey, we've got to be better in pass protection. And we don't know yet what Caden Green's status is going to be for this game. I would assume it will be game time decision, and we'll find out if he can go on Saturday morning about an hour before kickoff. Javen Richardson filled in for him, and against South Carolina did pretty well. And, Missouri really neutralized Dylan Stewart, and the South Carolina pass rush didn't do a lot. Then against UMass, Javen Richardson really struggled at left tackle. And, so I don't know that you can say a left tackle necessarily is the determining factor of winning a game or not, but I think Missouri would feel a lot better if Caden can go.
What has been his issue?
Well, they haven't exactly said. The rumor is turf toe. He had, what Drinkwitz called a minor procedure the day before the South Carolina game. Minor surgery only happens to other people, but they hoped he would be 3 to 5 weeks was the timeline we were given, and 3 weeks would be this weekend. So, like I said, I think it's going to be, let's see if he can go this week and make the call on Saturday morning.
Whew. I have not heard of turf toe being minor. I will say that specifically with a procedure. That's the one that holds on for a while.
It's a rumor. I don't know for sure. All we know is it's something with his foot. He had a walking boot on at the UMass in South Carolina.
Gotcha. Okay.
How would you assess the wide receiver play? Because that's my biggest concern right now for Mizzou. I think they have a good back. I think they have a good offense. I love their tight end. But I'm not real sold on the wide receivers, to be honest with you, compared to what Mizzou has been the last few years. Where are you right now in assessing that group as a whole?
I think Kevin Coleman's been phenomenal. 40-ish catches and, has made a lot of tough catches, and he's where Bo looks. When it's third down, when he needs a catch, the ball's going to Kevin Coleman if it can. Josh Manning and Marquise Johnson have been hit or miss. And, the thing about the Missouri passing game, I'm not sure we know what it is yet because, all of our subscribers are asking, why haven't they thrown deep at all? And I think the real answer is because they really haven't had to. I mean, they've won 5 games without having to do a whole lot in the passing game. And I found it kind of interesting against UMass. I thought, hey, this is a game where you come out and you take some shots and work on what you don't know if you can do. Missouri did the exact opposite. They handed the ball off a ton and just ran and got out of there. They did the same thing against Louisiana. So it's a question mark. I think one of the big reasons, I think the main reason most people were a little down on Missouri coming in to the season is they said, well, they lose Brady Cook and they lose Theo and Luther. But the truth is, if you looked at it, like 2 of those 3 guys weren't really all that good last year. They were replacing names more than they were replacing production. So I think they can replace the production. But yeah, we still don't know for sure what that part of the game is.
Gabe DeArmond of Power Mizzou joining us now to preview Alabama, Missouri. I feel like people are still sleeping on this defense. I love watching Marvin Burks play. I think you have a group of linebackers that likes to play downhill, and you have disruptive defensive linemen. They've had multiple. Zion Young's been great off the edge. He was good last year. Damon Wilson's added some twitch out there, something that they really didn't have a lot of last year. Sterling Webb having another good year. They had names coming back, just nobody wanted to talk about them. McClellan's been solid. Where are you on this defense? I don't want to just say compared to last year, but maybe versus what they've had there and what we thought this group was going to be.
It has the potential to be, to carry this team, to be elite. I don't think it's been that yet. It's been good. But there's kind of been a term going around in the last couple of weeks. Missouri has been playing break but don't bend defense. They give up nothing on 95% of snaps, but boy, when they give up something, it's a big play. Had an 84-yard run against Louisiana. Lenora Sellers and Jalen Daniels hit some big passes and missed some other ones they probably should have hit. So that's really been their problem, is the big play, and I think a lot of it has been the safeties. I mean, you mentioned Burks, Jalen Catalon back there. Dalen Carnell's kind of that safety linebacker hybrid, but I think they've got 3 guys who play like linebackers at safety. Like, they've been so aggressive coming up to the line that, and we saw it last year too. It was one of the issues Missouri had. They just gave up big plays. And so, I think this weekend, like, Alabama's going to make plays. I mean, you can give up some 20, 25-yard passes, but you give up the 50 and 60-yarders, and that's a recipe to get in trouble fast.
They've been rolling those corners pretty good. And I know it's a little hard to anticipate, but do you think you're going to see more Hall, number 0, number 2, Hall, Pride? I know you're going to see 13, Carnell, but how do you think they're going to roll the secondary in this game?
Yeah, Dre Norwood he, I think, is their number 1 corner. He had an injury that he only played like 4 snaps in the last game. I think he's the number 1 guy. And then it seems to me that Hall is getting more of Toriano Pride snaps as we go on. They're going to play all 3 of them, but I think you probably see them in that order as far as snap counts would be Norwood, Hall, and Pride.
All right, Gabe, break this game down for us as you see it. What has to go right? Maybe what are the must-haves for Missouri if they're going to try to find a way to steal this one from Alabama at home?
Yeah, I think they've got to continue really to do what they've done, which is win time of possession. They don't have to run for 250, but they do have to be able to move the ball on the ground, because there's going to be a time, and it may be this week, where Kane Womack just puts everybody in the box and says, "Bo for Beulah, you got to prove you can beat me." And we don't know if he can. We'll find out if he can. But they've got to run the ball. They got to play a clean game. I mean, look, you can say turnovers and penalties for everything, right? But I think too, like, Missouri has to start well. The problem against this is the closest Missouri's been to Alabama since they joined the SEC. I mean, this is the first time they've been a single-digit underdog. It's been 14 or more the other 5 times they played. And in almost all of those games, like in the first 3 plays, Alabama has basically just buried them. 2012, Eddie Lacy had a 75-yard touchdown on the first play of the game. Even the 2014 SEC title game, I mean, Shane Ray got kicked out in the first quarter. So there's been something that has just really buried Missouri early on. This game reminds me a little bit, this week here reminds me a little bit of when Oklahoma came here in 2010 as the number 1 team in the country, and So all this buildup, it was this blue blood that you never beat, that is a good team, but maybe not quite at the height of its powers. And in that game, Missouri returned the opening kickoff 86 yards for a touchdown, and it ended up winning the game. Now, look, you don't have to do that, but I think a big play early, especially at 11 a.m., would get the crowd going here.
What about turnovers? Alabama's been really good with that, turning people over at very opportune times. Really dating back the last 2 years, have been pretty good. Bray Hubbard's got great eyes. They got guys in the back end defensively that have nice instincts. They rip at the ball. They do a good job there. That's kind of what they are. So, do you trust at this point Bo Pribula to make really good decisions throughout the game?
Not yet, because he's made at least one pretty bad one in most games. Whether he had the strip or the fumble that KU turned into a touchdown, he's basically had kind of a bad pick in each of the last 3 games. And it's what Drinkwitz has been harping on and really has been doing it all year, when everybody fell in love with 300 yards against, Central Arkansas and then 300 more against Kansas. Like, Drink has constantly said, look, he's got to make better decisions. He's got to do it quicker. He's got to know when to get out of the pocket and when to get rid of the ball. He said, 2 weeks ago, he said he's got to understand that throwing the ball away is a good play sometimes. And Brady Cook's superpower was just not beating his team, right? Like, Brady wasn't the most physically talented guy. There were a lot of quarterbacks in the SEC you would take over him, but at the same time, he almost never made the play that beats you. And sometimes not losing a game is more important than going and winning it.
I don't think there's any doubts. Great stuff, Gabe. Thanks for hopping on, giving us a little bit of an early preview of this matchup. It's going to be a fun one. Enjoy it, and we look forward to catching up with you soon.
Appreciate you guys. Have a good one.
There you go. Gabe DeArmond of Power Mizzou joining us on the Higginbotham Hotline. And there are going to be a lot of aspects we'll discuss throughout the course of the week. We've mentioned Auburn, Georgia today. We've mentioned, obviously, Mizzou, Alabama. We have the rest of the week to be able to break those down and give you our thoughts on those, as we'll diagnose the film a little bit more, tell you what we see and how those matchups probably will go and need to go. But I can tell you where you need to go if you need a new home. That's Gusty Goulas and the Gusty Goulas Group. Why? Serve more than 3,000 home buyers and sellers in the greater Birmingham area. Also, since 2012, Gusty Goulas Group are recognized both nationally and locally as Greater Birmingham, Alabama's #1 team in homes sold. Over 850 five-star Google reviews. Just Google Gusty Goulas Group. See what people are saying right now. You'll get an idea of how that looks and what that's going to be. Gusty invests thousands in the latest tools like social media, photographers, and more. His aggressive improving selling system has what it takes to attract hundreds of qualified buyers that are going to want your home. Brokered by eXp Realty. Call 205-542-1996, 205-542-1996, or go to GustyGoulasGroup.com today and start packing. The NFL segment is packed up and ready to go. We bring it to you weekly. It's next right here on Jocks.
McElroy and Cubelic in the morning, 9:16 in Birmingham, Alabama. A lot of stuff to look forward to here this week. Week 7 is upon us. Another big game for the Tide. Huge game on the Plains this weekend with Georgia coming to town. Deep South's oldest rivalry. So look forward to being down there for that. Also look forward to the service that I'm going to receive from Polar Bear Services every time I make the call. It's amazing the deals that they have on the lot. They do such a great job from a plumbing standpoint, from an electrical standpoint. They've been out and serviced my HVAC system multiple times. Always greatly appreciate the experience I have when Polar Bear Services comes over. Wes and the guys do an amazing job. They can just help you in so many different ways. So if you have anything that goes wrong with your home, especially with the cold weather that is hopefully upon us, make sure your system is up to speed. Make sure your system is up to the test by calling our friends at Polar Bear Services. Remember, if you have a problem with your heat or air, your electrical plumbing, heat or air, just pick up the phone and call the Bear. It's 205-497-BEAR. That's 497-BEAR.
All right, let's get to our NFL segment. We do it each week. Damian kind of takes us through what happened, what we need to know over the NFL weekend. We get it. The Titans won. Moving on.
22-21 over the Arizona Cardinals. Cam Ward, 21-39, 265. Did have an interception, but the interception ended up with a touchdown at the end because Tyler Lockett falls on a fumble from the Arizona Cardinals defensive back.
Listen, there's no luck in football, but I will not say that there are not gifts in football.
Yes, sir.
Occasionally, you are presented with those.
No.
You have to take advantage. I also would like to give a shout-out to Taylor Zarza, who last week on the show said this was going to happen. So
let's go.
Props to you, sir.
Absolutely.
I mean, toting the company line, but nonetheless,
For
said
sure.
it was going to happen.
What's supposed to say? No, we're going to lose?
Of course not.
He
Absolutely
called
not.
it.
But also, shout out to Calvin Ridley, 5 catches for 131 yards. We will accept that.
Here it is.
Another team.
Did you see Treylon Burks coming back?
Moving on,
For
New
the
Orleans.
what time? How many comebacks from injuries is this?
All the way back.
All the way.
Apparently has been recovering from a broken collarbone since training camp. He is cleared for all football activities.
That's great. Absolutely wonderful. Another team.
I like him. I
like him a lot too.
yeah,
it's hard to like someone that literally cannot.
He's
get on
hurt
the
a
field.
lot, but that's beside the point. Availability is overrated.
Yeah. Some would say it's the best ability.
Some.
Others.
Another team got their first victory in the NFL. The New Orleans Saints knocked off the New York Giants.
Spencer Rattler.
Let's go.
They played
Rat
well
Daddy.
enough. They got the win. Move on.
But Spencer Rattler, 21-31, 225 in a tutty. He was clean, no sacks.
It's just like old SEC game. Dart versus Rattler.
The old Ole Miss, South Carolina battle.
The
didn't see
old
it
battle of
going.
the transfers.
Who didn't see it going that way?
That's what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, and speaking of Jackson Dart, he had his welcome to the league moment. 26 of 40, 202, 2 touchdowns, but also had 2 picks to Kool-Aid McKinstry, who had 2 interceptions for the New Orleans Saints.
Yeah, it's so good to pick the Saints in the survivor pool. It's like a free week. I'm back.
Okay.
Congrats to you.
That's right. That's
How,
right.
how about we go to international waters in London? The Minnesota Vikings knocked off the Cleveland Browns 21-17. Carson Wentz making a little bit of a comeback. 25 of 34, 236 yards and a touchdown. Shout out to Dylan Gabriel. Even though they lost, he did get his first start in the NFL. 19 of 33 for 190 yards, 2 touchdowns. And Quinshon Judkins of
Pike Road, Alabama.
that is true.
Ooh.
And also Ole Miss and Ohio State. 23 rushes for 110 yards. And, of course, Justin Jefferson, I think it doesn't matter who is at quarterback. He's going to have himself a day. 7 catches for 123 yards.
Mm.
And, Greg, how about the old McElroy Bowl, the Cowboys and the Jets?
Love that. How good.
No, that would be Bengals Jets.
Yeah, I forgot. The hometown team, right?
Well, the team's in
I'm
LA
from
too,
Cincinnati.
so-
You're from Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Lived in L.A. and Dallas. So, shout out to the Rams for
Became an adult in New York.
Gotcha.
The Raiders are in there somewhere, somehow.
Somehow, some way. But the Cowboys knocked off the Jets 37-22. How about Dakota Prescott? 18 of 29, 237 yards, and 4 of them for touchdowns.
Mm.
And how about y'all's running game? Javonte Williams, 16
going.
rushes, 135 yards and a tutty.
Yep.
Ain't mad at that.
No, y'all are moving up in the world. And Justin Fields, 32 of 46, 283 yards and 2 touchdowns. Also was sacked 5 times.
It happens.
It does indeed. And shout out to our fantasy owners for having Breece Hall, 14 rushes for 113 yards. How about that?
So you have him?
You're leaving out. You haven't gotten the biggest surprise of the weekend yet.
The biggest surprise?
Well, maybe the Titans winning their first game would be a surprise.
That's
It
a
was
big-
the Cardinals. It's not
It's more the way they
there.
won the game was the biggest surprise. I've never seen an NFL
you're not
team
gonna
win a
go
game
Broncos
like that.
Eagles.
That was the next one.
All
as
right,
the
we'll get there.
Yeah, we're the battle of the unbeatens. We have two. We had two teams in the NFL that were unbeaten going into the weekend, but the Denver Broncos coming back, 18 points scored in the fourth quarter to knock off the Philadelphia Eagles 21-17. Bo Nix 24 for 39, 242 yards and a tutty. 9 different Broncos had a reception, but none more than Cortland Sutton. Almost say Cam Sutton. Cortland Sutton 8 catches for 99 yards, and everybody's upset about the Eagles not throwing the ball around, and they had themselves a day. Jalen Hurts, 23 of 38 for 280 yards, 2 touchdowns. He was sacked 6 times. But Devontae Smith, 8 catches for 114 yards. And then Saquon Barkley. Don't know what's going on, but he only had 6 rushes for 30 yards.
Makes sense to me.
It does.
I don't know why you'd give it to him.
Yeah. Why waste his time?
Such
Why
an
waste
overrated player.
Yeah.
One of the best player in the world.
Yeah, it's the Madden curse. He was on the cover of Madden.
Oh,
and-
jeez. Here we
Yeah,
go.
and then week
That checks out.
Week 5 in the season, it starts going downhill. We did have 2 40 burgers in the NFL. Indianapolis Colts knocked off the Las Vegas Raiders 40-6, and the Houston Texans knocked off the Baltimore Ravens. Or
Hold
a
on,
team
you're
that
going to
had the-
leave out who the winning quarterback was in that win for the Colts?
Indiana Jones.
20-29, 2 touchdowns, no
Yeah,
picks.
Absolutely,
He balling.
He's been cooking.
Tyler Warren threw a pass, didn't he?
He balling.
He did. But I mean, he was doing that at Penn State too. He was the emergency quarterback.
He's
It's
just the guy.
just what he does. And the Houston Texans knocked off a team that was, or they called themselves the Baltimore Ravens. Don't know who was on the field at this
1-4.
Got him.
44-10. Cooper Rush,
Sheesh.
former Dallas Cowboys quarterback.
Love
You know what
Cooper
that's
Rush.
bad for is when you have Baltimore's defense or your fantasy team.
Oh,
I'm the worst fantasy football player on earth and don't care.
but it's a
I'm
bunch
actually
of
glad.
injuries.
I'm actually
Top
glad
3.
I'm terrible.
It's a bunch of injuries.
We did have George Kittle. And we did have a couple other guys that are hurt. Who cares? I don't even look at it.
It's all good. But how about the NFC South? I mean, just absolutely invading the West, and Tampa Bay Buccaneers knocking off the Seattle Seahawks 38-35. Baker Mayfield, have yourself a day. 29 of 33, 379 yards and 2 touchdowns.
That's a good win. That's a hard win.
Man, what? And Emeka Egbuka. Mike Evans, who? Chris Godwin, who?
Okay, easy.
Hey, I'm just saying he went 7 for 163 and a touchdown.
Okay, but I'm not saying Egbuka's not the man, but Mike Evans is a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Don't disrespect Mike Evans.
No. He was
So much
This is what
disrespect.
happens when you get banged up. Other guys step up to the plate.
Why is there so much disrespect?
No,
More surprising, that game that we brought up a little bit earlier, Broncos over Eagles or Patriots over Bills?
Patriots over Bills.
it's Patriots over
Because that
Bills.
was in Buffalo, correct? That had to be a
Correct.
big
Yeah,
reason
on
why.
Sunday Night Football.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard.
And they unveiled the icy white uniforms.
Hard to win on Sunday Night Football.
Yeah.
Can't win there.
Ooh.
Drake May, 22 of 30, 273 yards. And how about Stephon Diggs? 10 catches for $146.
You know that one was personal for him.
Yeah.
You think?
Just off
Probably.
pure hatred. Just running off
He
pure
doesn't
hate.
seem like a guy that would take it personal. No, Diggs. Dude's got a biggest chip on his shoulder. I love Stephon Diggs.
Man, and how about old Monday night action last night? The Jacksonville,
Somebody's not dead. Tell us who it is.
Jacksonville Jaguars.
All the way not dead?
They knocked off the Kansas City Chiefs 31-28. Trevor Lawrence,
Not dead.
18-25.
Still alive.
221.
Still playing football.
A touchdown, interception. Had 54 yards rushing and 2
And
touchdowns.
2 touchdowns rushing. That's
Yeah.
right. He's
Cash
not
and
dead
checks.
yet. He's
Cash
still
and
there.
checks.
Congratulations.
Still playing quarterback.
Cash and
He lost a
checks.
fumble too.
Yeah, not important.
Not at all. Not at all.
Ball security and availability, not important. We've acknowledged both
Getting
those things
wins
today.
important.
Yeah.
Hold on, the Jags are 4-1.
Jags are
Tied
ripping.
for
Are they-
first
are they
in the
real?
AFC South.
Are they real?
No. It'll fall off the cliff soon.
The Liam Cohen effect.
Oh no.
What?
Duval.
Who are the real 4-1 teams? Ready? I'm going to go through them. Buffalo, real or not real?
Real.
Real team of genius, yes or no? Pittsburgh at 3-1, real or not real?
Real.
Oh, that's real.
That's not real.
It's
Aaron
real.
Rodgers,
Yeah.
haters.
The AFC
Not
North
real.
No.
stinks.
Yeah,
Rodgers.
that means that
It's
doesn't mean
real.
they're real. Indianapolis,
God, everybody's a
real or
hater.
not real?
Man, they're real.
They got Quentin Nelson, they're real. Jacksonville Jaguars, real or not real?
Not real. Fake is all get out. Just
If you
flawed.
look at the way they've been drafting the last few years, it would make sense if it kind of starts to work.
Yes.
But
No, there's no faith.
Philadelphia Eagles, real or not real?
They're real.
Detroit Lions, real or not
Oh,
real?
absolutely real.
I'll say real.
Do we ask the question about Green Bay at 2-1-1?
I think Green Bay's pretty dang
Remember,
good.
after was it week 2, Green Bay was the best team on earth the last 50 years.
Absolutely.
Their
To ever
defense was
walk.
compared to the 85 Bears, if I'm not mistaken.
Better.
No, that's Oklahoma.
Oklahoma's defense
Oklahoma.
might be better than 85 Bears too, especially when they're playing Kent State.
I'm not sure it's close.
They ain't got no refrigerated pair.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers 4-1, real or not real?
Absolutely real.
Correct.
Bake show.
Those uniforms were nice yesterday, by the way.
I'm gonna say not real.
Yeah.
What?
Blah, blah.
Not real.
San Francisco 49ers 4-1, real or not real?
Not real.
So according to Greg, we have one real team in the NFL.
Correct.
Yeah.
Got it.
Buffalo.
Who just lost
Buffalo and
at
Philly.
home on Sunday Night Football. According
You know,
to
it's
you.
hard. It's hard.
Buffalo and Philly.
To a team that Bill Belichick is ignoring.
Wow.
Mm,
Wow.
not allowed here. They
Not
did play
going
Drake
to
May
accept
highlights on the
that.
video board.
As they
That
should.
person got
So
fired.
maybe the ban has been lifted? Yeah.
Too soon.
Is it?
Very.
Does North Carolina get a win? And to get another win the rest of the way?
Should. But they are what you would call a train wreck in scientific terms.
I would call it a rising phoenix,
Whoa.
Well, okay.
as in it's about to implode.
Attaboy.
About to?
Maybe already has, and now we're looking at the ashes. This week in the
But
NFL.
if it's a phoenix, it's going to resurrect.
Oh, yeah, they're going to play again this week. They're just burnt. Week 6 in the NFL, you got Philly at New York Thursday night.
The Giants or the Jets?
Giants.
Giants.
You don't just roll into MetLife Stadium against either team and think
Ever.
you're going to get a win. Speaking of the Jets, Denver will be at the Jets. New England at New Orleans, fresh off their first win. Cleveland at Pittsburgh.
Oh, yeah. AFC North battle.
Divisional game.
Let's go.
They'll probably be 88. When is it going to get cold, by the way? I am beyond ready.
I've been ready. It's so hot.
Seattle at newly appointed best team in league, Jacksonville. Titans, can they get 2 in a row in Las Vegas?
Yes, sir.
You know the distractions, though.
It's different out
Say
west.
it's tough to win out there. Detroit's at Kansas City.
Ooh.
And a Monday night doubleheader. Buffalo is right across the street in Atlanta. And
Perfect.
Bears are at Washington.
Oh, yeah, good one.
We on the Bears this week?
No.
Gosh, you hate everybody lately.
Why would I be on the Bears?
Hey,
It's
why not?
Washington, who is got Jaden Daniels back healthy and got Debo going a little bit. Not enough for me to win my fantasy game. Freaking Malik Neighbors hurt. George Kittle hurt. Ravens defense is hurt.
Oh, goodness.
Injuries, man. It's part of the game.
Ravens defense is on IR
Just a
right
quick
now.
reminder. Nobody cares less about fantasy than everybody.
Y'all don't
do
want
that.
to know who got me the least amount of points this week? It was the Ravens -4.
Understandable.
Honestly, nobody cares about your
Yeah,
fantasy.
they
Yes,
do.
yes,
People want to
we
know,
do.
is Cole's fantasy team good? Because he hates
Des-
fantasy football.
Desperately.
I hate
I've
fantasy
always
football.
wanted to know that.
No, it's great,
The
man.
good news is my son hasn't asked me about it in 2 weeks, and we've gotten smoked
so
the
he's
last 2
already
weeks.
checked
I'm just going
out.
to pretend like that thing's not. It got canceled, son. We're not doing that anymore.
Canceled?
Now you know what you have to do?
Out of
Watch the
there?
football games.
Yes. Out of there.
Lock
Sorry, boy.
in.
Put the
dream-
gotta
games
watch-
on the television and watch them.
We woke
Let's
up.
not
fantasy
root
over.
for that.
It happens, John. They just cancel it sometimes. All right. When we come back, we'll go back to college football. Hear a little bit from Hugh Freeze, Kalen DeBoer from over the weekend. A couple other SEC coaches. We'll react to that next right here on Jocks. All right, welcome back in. McElroy and Cubelic in the morning. 9:34, Tuesday, October 7th, right here on Jocks. Before we continue, Greg, tell our listeners about Polar Bear Services.
Well, they've been so great for so long. Always appreciate them, and we told you about them a little earlier. Love Polar Bear Services. Wes and the guys are the very best. But I'll tell you one thing about Shannara Flooring. They are the best. When it comes to stockpiling inventory, 50,000 square feet of Core-Tec flooring by Shaw in stock. You'll see what I'm talking about when you go and check them out at fooandyou.com. You can go and see it. You could feel it. This is that Core-Tec that is durable, dependable, add value to your home or office. They also have a 20 mil wear layer on this Core-Tec, so it's highly dependable. It's awesome. You'll be grateful that you installed it because it'll last a very, very long time. And you can get 40% savings right now if you buy it from Shannara Flooring. So if you're thinking about buying some Core-Tec, buy it from who? That's Foo. Call them right now, but go online as well at fooandyou.com. That's fooandyou.com.
I'm going to ask you guys this question about the Southeastern Conference right now, right this second.
All right.
How many positions would you say across the board do we definitively know who the best player is in the league?
Definitively.
And obviously, your opinion, my opinion, Damian John's opinion
Of
will be
course.
different on a couple of different guys. But
Right.
just for you, maybe not collectively, but for you could say right now, I'll go to bat for this player best at that position.
Gosh, it's a tough one. I'd probably say I feel like running backs established.
Ahmad Hardy, we would all agree, best running back in the
I
SEC.
don't know. Jaden Ball's right there, though. That's the tough part.
That's
Like,
Ahmad Hardy based on body of work, though.
I don't disagree on production. Correct.
So let's just go around. Quarterback. Who's the best quarterback in the SEC?
Right now, like who's playing best?
Let me try this again. Who is the best quarterback
Yes,
in the
playing
SEC?
So playing best. The most talented quarterback in the SEC is Lenore Sellers.
Okay,
The guy that is
maybe
playing,
I need to rephrase. Who is the best quarterback in the SEC?
the guy that is playing best right now is Ty Simpson.
How do you manage the John Mateer situation there?
It's tough. He's not available right now. So
Yeah, so I don't
until
really.
he's back, it's hard for me to say that.
Right.
The other guy that I would throw into that conversation, surprising or unsurprising to everybody else, Trinidad Chambliss playing at a super high level. I mean,
He
it's
is, but
small
it's
sample
Ty
size.
Simpson over him.
I agree. It's a small sample size, but Trinidad Chambliss is also in that conversation.
Damian John, is there a different name you would throw out there?
I would have said Trinidad Chambliss, but
It's between one of them two.
One of
to me.
those.
I think Ty Simpson has done more things at a higher level of difficulty than Chambliss has. The LSU defense tough now. I'm not going to deny that.
Very tough.
He made some plays. But based on
So is Georgia's defense.
the
So
amount
is-
of things that Ty Simpson has done against the competition he's faced, and he's had more snaps, so that he does benefit from that. Do we know definitively who the best receiver is in the SEC?
Dallas Wilson.
Maybe in a few weeks.
I mean, well, ask me that question in 2 weeks.
I'll
This is why it's just fun, is because like we talked about with teams who we definitively believe can run the ball, last week would not have included Florida. This week it would. Last week we may have had a couple different players there, and some are off and some have shown up and are now on these lists.
Yeah. The guy that's been the best through the first 5 weeks is Mario Craver at A&M.
either him or Jeremy Bernard, as far as just consistently.
Yeah, if you're going to throw out Jeremy Bernard, might be in the conversation for best football player in the league.
I think football player, like you want to take into account football playing, just all the different ways he can help you. He's absolutely in that mix. The other guy that deserves some conversation, and I know might be just a smaller sample size because it was kind of a one huge game, but I think Chris Brazzell.
No, he's made some massive plays in multiple games.
But
he did have the one huge
one that
game. I get
really
it, but yeah.
stands out.
Yeah.
You
But
know?
he's in the conversation,
If you're
and
gonna
that's
look
why.
at production, yeah.
Yeah, I think after that game, he was that guy. I think Casey Concepcion has been that guy at times. Preseason, it would have been Ryan Williams. So Jeremy Bernard has played like that for sure at times. I don't think that there's any doubt that he has appeared to be that guy. So it's just interesting how maybe from week to week it's been like tight end. Do we know? Is it just Daquan Wright?
I mean, it's hard for me to.
Sorry.
I think y'all know where I'm going, but it ain't Daquan. Daquan Wright's nice, but it's Brett Norfleet for me. Like
Eh,
I'll take Norfleet.
don't.
He's
sleep-
actually made some highly
sleep
difficult
on Stowers.
receptions.
Don't sleep on Stowers.
Yeah, they don't
either.
use him enough, by the way.
I don't disagree.
Said
but,
that on the podcast this week. Like, y'all got to start throwing the number 9. Like, the
well,
dude
when
is
that's like
really
everyone's all-point bulletin. Like, don't let number 9 beat you.
good. Okay, move him.
Okay, well, where are you going to move him? In line? That's not smart.
I'll put him out
Also,
wide.
don't sleep on Kanik at Oklahoma.
He's a good player. He might fall in the football player category.
Yeah,
with
that's
Bernard.
fine. I can live with that.
The real EW tweets in, Ty Simpson is a better passer and quarterback than Sellers and Mateer. Just because Sellers can run and is fast doesn't make him the best QB.
Well, I just think he has the most talent. Remember, talent does
John,
not
can
mean
you
good.
rewind and pull the clip of when someone on this show said that Lenore Sellers being able to run makes him the best QB? I just want to hear it again.
Find it. It's going to be really easy to find because you won't find
There'll
it.
be a dynamic
Possible,
clip for
yeah.
clicks we can put out later, since one of us said it.
I like Sellers' skill set.
Listen,
a ton.
if you as ridiculous as the tweet is, also as ridiculous as you believing that Ty Simpson has more talent than Lenore Sellers. Both
No one
equal-
has more talent than
both,
Lenore Sellers.
both equal in absurdity to say or believe or think. So
Sellers is just a freak show. I mean, he's just a complete freak of a human being. He's like Vince Young. I mean, that's pretty ridiculous.
faster,
I mean,
more twitchy.
and bigger.
Yeah, probably more sturdy.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean, he's unbelievable. He's crazy talented. Doesn't mean he's the best player.
Also, not a ton of guys going to get drafted on his offense.
No, not at all.
Like, start naming them. Not sure any of the guys up front are. I mean, maybe Trayvon Bond a couple years. He's still young.
Look how big.
Somebody's going to draft.
Of course they will.
You
It's
know
an
it's gonna happen.
absolute lock. That guy is getting drafted, whether you want to acknowledge it or not.
Yeah. And
I can teach him how to catch.
if a certain owner were still alive, he might dump his roster to draft him number 1.
Guys, we got to go up and get him.
Change everything.
He's going to make us better.
So let's go to. Do we want to do any offensive lineman?
Yeah.
I mean, I know the best
Me?
center is in the league. It's Parker Brailsford.
Whoa.
I'll take your word.
You taking Jake Slaughter?
I got to be honest with you. Like, I think Parker Brailsford's best. I like the kid at Vandy a lot.
He's a good player.
I like the kid at Vandy a lot. I think he's a
I
really
think-
good player.
I don't know if I call him left tackle or right tackle because they swap, but I'd probably take 55 over. I'm trying to think what tackles I would take over him in the SEC right now. There are not many that I can think of.
How you feel about Jagger Burton?
He's played well, but he's not better than Brailsford.
I take Brailsford over them all. We already established that, but I'm just trying to introduce a couple others to the conversation.
Connor Tollison would be up there. He's played good football. The Missouri O-line hasn't played as well as I thought they would collectively, but he has played good football. It's a good center class. So
All right,
I
let's
think
go.
guard is the weakest position in the league right now if you're talking.
Well, left guard
offensive
when
lineman.
healthy, it's Micah Morris at Georgia.
Yeah, but Cam Dewberry has had good reps.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, actually, the last 2 weeks, I'll take Crown over at A&M. He's played great the last 2 weeks. He struggled a little bit early, but he's played really well at right tackle. So there's a couple good ones out there. It's not as dominant as it has been. All right,
Who
edge.
else at tackle? We haven't really done tackle.
Let's just go through. Oklahoma's not going to give you any. Texas isn't going to give you any.
What about the kid at Tennessee?
I will say center at Tennessee probably needs to be in that discussion also. He's played good football.
Yeah.
Tennessee tackles, I don't. No, I'm not there putting those. I mean, Lance Hurd has had some wow plays, but I don't think ahead of the guys that we've been talking about. No.
Height.
Crown over definitely in. He would be one of the tackles that we would talk about that would be one of the best in the league. Bryce Henderson at Vandy would be in. He would be another one that we would talk about that would definitely be there.
He's a good player. Strong tackle, not right tackle.
Austin Barber is an interesting case. He has 2 really good games. He has 2 what in the world games. So
I like the what in the world games personally.
yeah, he would be in there in the discussion, but I mean, I don't think I can go with an LSU tackle. I don't think I'm going to go with an Ole Miss tackle. State, no. So maybe Keegan Trost at Missouri at right tackle.
Mm.
I mean, I might take the freshman at Georgia before some of these guys. Juan Gadsden, when he's kicked out to right tackle, He's been pretty good. He busted the one assignment against Bama, but he gets movement otherwise.
No, you can play. We ready to move to a position that people care about?
Yeah. I think so.
Punter, kicker? Is that where we're going? Punter, kicker?
No.
Yes, snapper. Not Florida. One bad snap out. Everyone else in.
Edge.
I mean, the guy that still scares me the most
Is Dylan Stewart. I'm still taking him. Has he played the best?
He hasn't.
No, Cassius Howell has probably.
But
if you want to go like football player stuff again, like Joshua Josephs, Miles Capers have both played really good football.
I think Kieran Crawford's had a great year.
Mason Thomas has done some good things.
Mason Thomas has been really problematic at times. I think Colin Simmons flashes some. Like there's a bunch of guys. Like the edge is pretty good.
But I think that answers our question. No, we don't have
There's not like a definitive guy on the edge that is just above and beyond.
And I'm going to say I don't think there's an interior guy because Oklahoma probably has the top 3.
I don't know if I agree with that. I think Oklahoma, as far as talent, probably the top 3. Like you can take David Stone, you could take Dom.
65s, big time.
Yeah, they have a couple that are very, very good.
There's the 3. We just
don't sleep on Eccles, 52 at Ole Miss.
He's playing good football right now, but only the last 2 weeks, I would say.
I think the kid Regis at A&M's pretty good.
I tell you who we mentioned. Give it a couple weeks, Greg. 33 at Florida, Bryn Taylor Jr.
He's a good one.
Give him 2-3 weeks, and he's going to be right in the middle of this conversation. He looked really good last week, and he kind of flashed the week before. He kind of gets going. He may be that guy.
He might be. About. They have a couple guys too. Golly, there's a couple guys. I'm like, I don't even remember him. We did their game 2 weeks ago. I don't even remember this guy. Moving people, very impressive.
But again, there's not that guy that we all immediately go, oh, Quentin Williams,
right?
Oh, Nick Fairley, like it's Jonathan Allen. Like there's not that guy.
No,
like there's no, Simmons at Mississippi State where it's like, yeah, him.
Yes.
So we go off the ball linebacker.
Probably 3-way race between Anthony Hill, Torian York.
I'll take York ahead of Hill right now.
And Kip Lewis.
Yeah, Kip Lewis has been good, but I think Torian York is playing better than any of them. Now, that's, again, context sometimes matters. Is that the guy you're drafting first? No. But
we're not playing NFL.
Playing the best football.
Always around the ball.
It's Torian York, dude.
Always around the ball.
And I'll tell you the thing I like about him more than anything, this is really like nitpicky, small, and like kind of nerdy. When he pressures the quarterback, he puts his hands up and runs at the quarterback. He doesn't leave his feet.
Yeah, really? Which is smart.
It's impossible. Like no one else does that. Actually, his teammates do it. I asked Elko, I was like, how do you get guys to do that? He goes, man, we emphasize it a lot. We talk about it every day.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you must, because nobody else in the world does that.
It's like everybody basketball.
Everybody else gets pump faked and goes flying past the quarterback.
Stay up.
It's like basketball. Like, don't leave your feet.
Shoot more, score more. That's exactly
what it is.
Same thing. Safety, Greg?
AJ Halsey, LSU, by a mile.
Ball player.
Man.
Ball player. I mean, he would fall into that category too, but I would not push back on it. But, man, the kid can just play ball. And,
he's so good.
Mr. Get the Ball.
He is so good. He makes so many game-changing plays. Mm-hmm. He's just so active at such important moments. Like, he's just an excellent football player.
Corner?
Mansour Delane.
Number 1, no doubt.
Not even close.
Okay. So there you go. What did we come up with? Maybe 2-3 positions that we figured are definitively the best? There's not a lot.
No.
Which I think is cool because there's room for guys to turn it on from here on out and definitively be that. And there's obviously a lot of ball left.
And it's also so unique, even with this practice. And, no slight at them, but how many Vanderbilt players are in the conversation?
Mm-hmm.
Well, as you know, they're just Vanderbilt.
St. Your mom and pop's Vanderbilt.
Somebody tweeted in the show today, like, you can't count that for that would include Vandy. It's like, no, that's not applicable anymore. Which, by the way, one that we should have mentioned, and I don't really blame Tim Beck, but it's semi-criminal how little run he gets. But when we're talking about the best running backs in the league, Cedric Alexander needs to be in that conversation.
Dude, he's a great back.
I'm just going to tell you, catching the ball, blocking, lead blocker, pass pro, there are not many football players I would take ahead of him if we're just drafting guys. Mm-hmm. because if he was allowed to do a lot of other things, he would be doing other things. They just don't have to utilize him that way right now. It's the way that offense goes. Sometimes it's through the back, sometimes it's not.
He's a good back, though.
Dude, he's great.
Yeah.
He is just a football player too, man. I love watching him play. All right, so that's just kind of a little practice of best in the SEC, kind of around the SEC. We'll finish that conversation, give you a bad box score of the day next on Jocks. Welcome back in. McElroy and Cubelic in the morning, Tuesday, October 7th, 9:52 a.m. right here on Jocks.
Crocker Movers is a local company owned by an Iraq War veteran, Eric Crocker. Crocker believes in hiring movers you can trust to complete full background checks and run drug tests on every single employee. These are good guys. You can trust them in your home, whether they need your whole home packed to move your company headquarters moved across country, or you just want them to come rearrange your living room. These guys got you covered. They also do deliveries for furniture that you've purchased need to get to your home. So call or visit them online today for a free quote. The website's crockermoversers.com. That's crockermoversers.com. Support your veterans by choosing Crocker Movers for your next move.
All right, let's get to our bad box scores of the day. Quickly, we'll try to get through this. The Harvard
Crimson.
knocked off the Holy Cross
Crusaders.
Good job,
Yeah,
Greg.
Let's go.
Heck yeah.
This part collective and part bad box score. Crimson knocked them off 59-24.
Okay.
Okay, not the worst that we're going to have here. Your first down differential's 27-13. Total yards 528 to 333. However, rushing, Harvard outrushes Holy Cross 212-98. 4 turnovers for Holy Cross in this game.
That's what got him.
They go to 0-6 on the season.
Man.
It's not the best record out there.
Not
guys.
what you're looking for.
There's been a few others that were just a little bit better.
But you know how it is in the Ivy League. It's tough up there.
You never know. Any given Saturday. I don't even think they
They're
have
due.
lights.
Don't need them.
Don't need them.
Why
Isn't that
need
accurate?
lights?
Didn't that happen during COVID? They didn't have lights, and so they couldn't play? I'm almost
Yeah.
positive. I don't know if it's every school, but I think most of
Oh,
schools
good
don't
number.
have
That's
lights.
a while ago.
Yeah.
It's so long
They
ago,
got
it doesn't
money.
even matter.
They got money, man.
They're so breaded.
Not enough for lights.
Don't need it.
They're basically the Wrigley Field of college football.
Except Wrigley Field got lights.
Well,
Makes sense.
tradition, Greg. The Tennessee Tech
Eagles? Golden Eagles?
Golden Eagles
Golden
There we
Eagles.
go. Yeah.
knocked off one of my favorites. The Western Illinois,
Are they the Catamounts?
they are not.
Salukis.
No,
They are
it's Northern,
Yeah.
by the way.
No,
Great
they
guess.
are
Doesn't matter.
the giraffe.
Leathernecks.
Oh,
The
that's right.
Leathernecks.
That is a good one.
Leathernecks go to 1-5, so mascot not necessarily working.
No.
66-20, Tennessee Tech knocked them off.
Okay. That's reasonable.
Not really. Kekoa Vesperis,
Oh, yeah.
24 of 38, 358 yards, 4 rushing touchdowns. He also ran 8 times for 73 yards.
Let's go.
Bit of a one-man show. However, he threw it to Noah Robinson 17 times, 126 yards for 3 touchdowns.
Hold on. 17 catches in the game.
7. Sorry,
Mm.
Oh, I was
7
about to
receptions.
say, like,
Oh, he's 17 for 126 would not be that great. 7 for 126,
But you got-
really good.
got
Really
17
good.
in them things.
Cooking.
Now, here's the weird part. Western Illinois did get 20. Kaysen Carswell goes 34 of 48 for 343, 2 touchdowns. Did throw a pick.
Okay.
Christian Anaya, 13 for 132. No touchdowns.
None. None,
Got
son.
to put it in, man.
The bad part here, Western Illinois ran 23 times for 32 yards. It's not ideal.
Not great.
They were 2 of 15 on third down.
That's
That'll get you.
what got him.
That was the problem.
That was the problem.
One of the problems. All right, those are your bad box scores of the day. Appreciate Andy Burcham hopping on with us today, talking a little bit of Auburn. Go back, get the podcast, jocksfm.com. Also, app is in your app store, iPhone, Android. Download that for free. Catch up with the show on YouTube. You can go back and watch that each and every day. Trent Dilfer joins the show tomorrow morning, and we begin to dive into Week 7 matchups around college football. Keep it locked here on Jocks all day. 3-man front is next. Paul Feinbaum after that, talking ball all day long.